I'm recording.
Before I forget though, you guys are getting a book tomorrow from Karen that goes with this class. And
The screws are easy. The wrench is
no,
tricky.
in the back of the book will be a CD with the virtual laptop simulation. So there may be a problem with the copying of this program to the FTP server. So I'm going to have to,
Did you do the rounds already?
No, did not.
Did you not do the rounds?
I do the CPU.
you'll have that on that CD that you're going to get. Because I don't see how the other one, the desktop thing works, and this one doesn't. Right, and I see that. So what I'm thinking is, in the copying of this program or something, maybe something happened. But you're getting a book tomorrow from Karen that will have a CD in it with the original copy of that program. So we may be okay. All right, I'm going to go into the exam, and is anybody in the chapter or the checkpoint 1 through 6 exam right now? Okay, you're doing it, then I can't disable it. So what I'll do is I'll go and kind of do the answers. All right, it's 11:25.
Thank you.
Now we're going to get this exam done real fast. If you guys want to, no. If you guys want to, you can open your checkpoint exam, and even though our questions won't be in the very same order, get out a pen or pencil and make notes where you would have it.
All right.
What, did you get thermal yet?
Yeah, the memory, right?
Oh, I did a round.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you. By the way, if you're done and you want to go to lunch early, go for it. But we're going to get this done quickly.
Where's the motherboard
The technician has
screw
replaced the batteries.
or what?
Okay, this is the checkpoint 1 through 6 exam, and you'll find it under assignments. A technician has replaced the batteries in all the company laptops. Which source will have information? Well, this is a great question because everybody gets it wrong. Which source will have information on the proper disposal requirements for the old batteries? You would think it was, I pull up an old student's exam. You would think it was the MSDS, wouldn't you? But if you read a little more carefully in the curriculum about the MSDS, they say that reflects local environmental regulation. So that's the correct answer. You're going to find where to dispose of old batteries under your local environmental regulations. What can a technician do to help protect wireless network equipment from the effects of old cordless phones we had? Remember how you had a channel button on them? If you had interference, you could change the channel. And the same thing is true on a wireless network. People forget that. The default 6 maybe isn't a good channel. My son was having trouble getting Netflix on his TV, and I just changed from channel 6 to channel 1 on his router, and then we seemed to have no trouble. So some channels have more interference than others, so you're going to want to remove the cordless telephones from the area. What are 3 main characteristics of a Windows 64-bit operating system? Well, the 64-bit, and you don't have to write all that down, but it can recognize more than 128 gigs of RAM. Okay? Huh? Well, yeah, it says I'm not there yet. Oh. Is that
No, very to the left. Right. Left. Put it on.
I don't want to show the answers. That's why I get it small.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, can recognize more than 128 gigabits of RAM, gigabytes of RAM. 64-bit operating system has better memory management and additional security features. All you have to do is make a quick note, 128 supports more than 128 gigabytes of RAM, better memory management, additional security. You don't have to write the whole sentence down because it's about 120 or 64-bit operating system. Huh? Better 128 gigabytes, better memory management, and additional security. All right, the technician wants to create a new partition. Which one of those programs are you going to use? Which one are you going to use? Disk management. If you want to create a new partition, you will use disk management. PC that is running Windows 7 is slowed down over a period of time and now takes longer to launch applications and open various documents. Which tool could be used to remedy the problem? I'm sorry, I don't always love these questions because I think the right answer is not necessarily exactly what I would do, but the right answer is disk defragmentation. Oh, you know what's cool? When you become an instructor, you'll be able to see all your students' performance and the explanation as to why the answer they say is correct is correct. So that's really good. Because good teachers, if you've been classically trained as an educator, you do an item analysis after your students take an exam, and you say, gee, 14 of my 20 students missed question 17. What does that tell you as a teacher? You probably didn't teach that concept very well. And you're going to want to be better and better and better and better. So CISCO will give you feedback as the instructor as to how your students do. And I always go over the exams with my high school and college. I take the ones that were mostly missed. I may not do every one of them, and that's when I can act like I really know what I'm doing because I've looked at the stuff Cisco said. This is the rationale as to why this question is correct. Does that make sense? Okay, So that's kind of important. What is the default system used during a fresh installation of Windows 7? NTFS. Which location on a hard disk is used by the BIOS to search for operating system instructions? It's known as the active partition. Don't be misled. There's nothing called the Windows partition. There is a logical and extended partition, but it's the active partition that is indicated. And if you do a triple or quad boot system, the active partition will change based on which operating system you want to load. Okay, where would a technician configure a PC to boot from a CD-ROM? Where do we change boot order? In BIOS, okay? You haven't even handed over anything to the computer yet in terms of an operating system. You have to go into the BIOS to say boot from. Which key or key sequence pressed during the boot process will allow you to restart Windows PC with the last known good configuration? That's safe mode or startup options. You get there by pressing.
My goodness.
You have to do it the minute post completes, or the operating system will load. So I always tell people, start touching F8 the minute you turn on your computer. F8, 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 F8. Now, if you do it too much or too fast, the computer might beep at you and say, stuck key. Well, then, let it go, and then F8. Okay. What are two consequences of setting an incorrect boot order? I disagree with this question, so I'll tell you what CISCO says. First of all, the computer displays a missing NTLDR error after post. And that's one of the correct answers. The computer displays a missing NTLDR loader. And so it's NT loader. And then the other correct answer is the computer displays an invalid boot disk error. It really could
So
do those,
pretty
but
much
it could do
done
other
without
things.
this keyboard
But the
mouse.
correct answers are
It doesn't, everything is still done. You have done this, right?
invalid boot disk.
That's the list.
That's the list. But that means you're a little bit ahead of
Here's
me.
a suggestion. Don't let your students argue
You should
with
be able to, they should show you an outline of where to plug it in.
Yeah, it should be
It's not showing.
No, it's
Will
not.
say they disagree with X question.
Oh,
I
you have this?
actually, you can change
I don't.
You
You are ahead of me now.
I'm ahead of you. You gotta play with it.
You get this.
You gotta plug that in
Her answer. I'll go in and give her the
a
points.
little bit higher.
I can go in and change the score.
It's there.
So if
Yeah, I
your
did the
students want to argue an answer with you, let them justify. But in most
Move
cases,
it.
you'll
Yeah,
be
there you go.
able
There.
to
Oh, there you go.
I have
somewhat
oh.
right, but not
I just
having chosen the best.
Which one?
Okay? A computer is powered on Windows 7 fails to start. What initial procedure would a technician use to deal with this failure? Okay. How could you possibly create a system repair disk at that point? So throw that question, answer out.
Alright.
Press the F12 key. Well, F12 doesn't get safe mode. F12 generally does boot options in a lot of BIOSes. Boot from a Windows 7 installation media and access the system restore. Yes. Okay. So you pop in your Windows 7 DVD on the main screen. You don't install Windows, you repair. And I usually try to let it repair, and if that doesn't work, then I'll try advanced features, which is where I would find system restore. Okay, and the fourth answer is usable because the computer is loading Windows 7. So it's the third one. Okay, what is the purpose of RAID adapters? Oh, and I flew over this yesterday. If you don't hear anything today, hear this. Remember our little guy Linus? Kid that looks like he's 12, but I think he's 30. His RAID videos in Chapter 5 are an absolute must
Okay.
for you to show. No one can possibly